What if love could be so, I don't know, powerful it didn't just last a lifetime? What if it could somehow reignite itself even after memory starts to fade?
That's a really profound thought.
Yeah, and it's kind of the core of what we're looking at today with Nicholas Sparks' The Notebook. It's a story so many people connect with for its epic romance.
Absolutely. But we want to go a bit deeper than just the surface story. Really unpack these ideas about love, sure, but also memory and that deep connection that holds people together.
Exactly. And for anyone listening who enjoys digging into books like this, maybe with a fresh perspective, check out Mindful Moments. That's our YouTube channel. It uses some cool AI-powered analysis to get you thinking critically about literature. Worth a look.
Definitely. So let's start with Noah Calhoun. He's presented as this sort of everyday guy, right? But he says his love has always been enough. That's quite a statement.
It really is. He comes back from the war, lives simply, and pours everything into restoring this old house. A house that's deeply connected to Allie.
And you see his connection to nature, to music, his friendship with Gus. It paints a picture of someone grounded, yet deeply, deeply affected by this past love.
It makes you wonder about that kind of devotion, doesn't it? Holding on to something for so long.
Especially when we learn about Allie Hamilton. That summer romance they had years ago clearly wasn't just a fling for him.
No, not at all. Even as he's physically rebuilding this house, you feel like he's still living with her memory. Gus even calls her a ghost that Noah's trying to work off. That really stuck with me.
It's very telling. It shows how deeply embedded she is in his life, even in her absence.
We shift perspectives to Allie. Her life looks completely different now.
Right. Engaged to Lon Hammond, wealthy family, influential. Security seems guaranteed.
But she doesn't seem entirely settled, does she? There's this undercurrent of guilt. Or maybe just wondering what if.
Exactly. That question hangs in the air. Can financial security and societal approval really satisfy that deeper emotional need she once felt with Noah? It's a classic conflict.
And the thing that throws her current life off balance is almost like fate stepping in.
The newspaper article.
Yeah, seeing that article about Noah finishing the house, it feels so coincidental, but also inevitable somehow.
It's the perfect catalyst, isn't it? It forces her hand, makes her confront this past she's maybe tried to neatly put away.
So she goes back to New Bern. Must have been a huge decision.
Oh, absolutely. And that initial reunion, you can just feel the shock, the surprise on both sides.
And those old feelings just bubble right back up to the surface almost instantly.
Even when she tells him she's engaged, there's this unspoken thing, this energy between them. She admits she came back for a reason.
It speaks volumes about the connection they had. It wasn't just summer love.
And the book does a good job painting Lon, her fiancé. He's not a bad guy.
No, not at all. Handsome, charming, successful, ticks all the boxes you'd think.
But Allie herself admits something's missing. That specific kind of love she had with Noah.
It really makes you think, what is essential for that deep, fulfilling love? It's clearly not just about compatibility on paper.
Well, as they spend more time together, just reconnecting, sharing old stories, cooking, sitting on the porch, talking. And it feels so natural for them.
Like slipping back into something incredibly familiar and comfortable despite the years apart.
And that detail about the painting, the one Allie made years ago and Noah kept it all this time.
Oh, yeah. That's powerful. It's like physical proof of how much she meant to him, how much she still means.
It just underscores that their connection runs deeper than just circumstance or time.
Then things really escalate with the storm.
Ah, the storm. Classic romantic trope, maybe, but used so effectively here.
It literally traps Allie there overnight at Noah's place.
And in that confined space, with the storm raging outside, mirroring their own internal turmoil.
Their passion just flares up again. There are these really heartfelt confessions, regrets living there. It feels like a point of no return.
Definitely a turning point. But the morning after brings the harsh reality crashing back in.
Right. Allie is completely torn. This incredible reignited love with Noah on one side.
And her fiancé, Lon, her planned future, her commitments on the other.
And then Lon actually shows up in New Bern. Talk about drama.
It creates this incredibly tense situation. Suddenly, it's not just feelings. It's a real-world choice with immediate consequences. The two men, the two lives, standing right in front of her.
You really feel her struggle, don't you? Weighing Lon's stability against Noah's passion, grappling with duty versus desire.
The book makes that internal conflict very real. It's not an easy choice. What society expects, what feels safe, versus what her heart is screaming for.
It takes enormous courage either way, I suppose.
Ultimately, she makes the decision to go back to Lon.
Which is heartbreaking, really, after everything that happened with Noah.
It is. And it's portrayed with a lot of pain, a lot of tears. It feels like a huge sacrifice.
And that final gift, she leaves him the drawing of him and the house as they are now.
Such a poignant gesture. It acknowledges their present connection, even if she's choosing a different path. It's complex.
But then the story takes this unexpected turn.
Right. Suddenly we're introduced to Duke, an elderly man reading from a notebook.
To a woman named Hannah in what seems like a nursing home or care facility. It immediately shifts the tone, adds this layer of mystery.
You start wondering, what's this story he's reading? Why is he reading it to her?
And as he continues, you slowly realize
It's their story. The story of Noah and Allie.
And Hannah, the woman listening, she reacts emotionally to it. She asks questions. She's drawn in, even though she doesn't seem to know why.
Her reactions really highlight the enduring power of their love story, even when filtered through this later lens.
Then comes the devastating truth. Hannah has memory loss, Alzheimer's.
And Duke is Noah, elderly Noah.
Faithfully reading their own love story to Allie every day.
From the notebook she herself wrote in, hoping, just hoping, to spark something, some recognition, to bring her back to him, even for a moment.
It's such an incredible act of devotion, isn't it? To keep loving someone, keep trying to reach them, even when their memories are gone.
It redefines enduring love, I think. It's not just about staying together. It's about actively fighting to maintain that connection against impossible odds.
And we see these little glimmers, these moments where she does seem to recognize him, to remember.
Fleeting moments, but incredibly precious. They show that the bond, the love, it's still there, somewhere deep down, despite the illness.
The book suggests that on those good days, it's almost like they get to fall in love all over again.
Which is just,
yeah.
Wow. It shows love's resilience, its ability to find a way, even through the fog of something like Alzheimer's. It can transcend memory itself.
So ultimately, the notebook is this powerful exploration of love's ability to transform and endure. It shows love facing down huge challenges, including the absolute fragility of memory itself. It really makes you think about what connection truly means.
It does. And if these themes resonate with you, love, memory, the human condition as seen through literature, you might enjoy exploring further. Check out Mindful Moments and our podcasts for more discussions like this one.
Yeah, definitely. And as we wrap up, we really encourage you to keep thinking about these ideas. Maybe subscribe to our YouTube channel. Share this chat if you found it interesting.
And if you haven't read the notebook or want to revisit it, there might be a link provided where you can find it.
Most importantly, though, keep thinking critically. Think about the stories we consume and how they shape our own understanding of love, of life, of what truly matters.